Effective today, I have directed BC liquor sales to immediately stop buying American liquor from red states. Liquor store employees will be removing the most popular of these brands from government store shelves.
A few moments later.
I'm just curious, how soon will British Columbia will see the liquor from Republican states being put back on the shelves?
We will pause all of our non-tariff measures here. It's a measure of good faith to pause them.
See, as you can see, the more you around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stayed on here and you never around, you'll never find out.
Ladies and gents, welcome back. The dust is settling. No, actually it's not. No, we've got a 30-day window of opportunity to fix things with our relations with the United States. We're hardly fixing things with our relations within our own borders, but hey, we need to work on this. But now that we're moving past this idea of Donald Trump's tariffs in the immediate time, this may come in 30 days, but we'll see how that works out because it looks like we're moving in the right direction. Now we have a time to reflect on our own actions. And yes, I am referring to this, ladies and gents. Yeah, Canada. This happened. Now, for those involved in this situation, yeah, shame on you. But guess what? You didn't just make you look bad. You were wearing our national flag. You were wearing the Canadian colors while doing that. And you made us all look bad. You made us all look absolutely terrible. So yeah, just reflect on that one. But this also look at what our politicians were doing at the time. Here's a beautiful AI rendition of Doug Ford trying to tape back together the ripped up Starlink contract. Yeah, that's right. At the 23rd hour of negotiations, what does Doug Ford do? Well, he cancels a $100 million Starlink deal as Trump's tariffs loom, right? Premier Doug Ford announced Ontario is scrapping its $100 million contract with Starlink ahead of Trump's incoming tariffs on U.S. goods. Well, it didn't go through. We don't have the tariffs, but we've lost this contract. Yeah, that's right. Ford's government is also banning other American companies from provincial contracts in response to the trade measures. Good luck fulfilling those contracts now. You know, we have, I don't know if you recall, but we have a labor shortage in this country. Massive one. So let's see how the road works in Ontario end up moving forward. Now, looking at this this situation, Elon Musk's response to this was, "Oh well." This is literally how a lot of Americans were looking at this situation as the threats were rolling into America from guys of the likes of Doug Ford, David Eby, as we'll get into next. Americans really didn't take it that seriously. It wasn't a serious threat to any stretch of the imagination. But nonetheless, these threats came out and they really made us look ridiculous. At the end of the day, it makes us look really poor in Canada. Here's Premier David Eby declaring his first steps in retaliating against the United States, and it is absolutely petty.
For our first of many steps, effective today, I have directed BC liquor sales to immediately stop buying American liquor from red states. Liquor store employees will be removing the most popular of these brands from government store shelves.
From red states, not just from the United States. No. Team Canada? No. We're just Team Liberals, I guess. Team NDP. This is outrageous. It's just to have the representative of the province I live in come forward and say we're going to punish Donald Trump voters, not just Americans in aggregate. No, we're gonna target Donald Trump voters and their businesses and the trade that happens between the two countries. Can you come back from this? I don't know. Here he is, somewhat backpedaling on this.
I'm so sorry if I asking the same question as CBC. I'm just curious, how soon will British Columbia will see the liquor from Republican states being put back on the shelves?
Yeah, we will pause all of our non-tariff measures here. It's a measure of good faith to pause them. Absolutely want to take the president at his word that he'll be working with the prime minister to address his concerns, and that we can do this in a spirit of cooperation and partnership that Canada and the U.S. have had for generations. But a bit skeptical that 29 days from now we're going to be back exactly where we were. We're going to have those bottles will be back on the shelf. We're not going to be rushing to do it. If this all unravels within 24 hours, it's hard to imagine that that's the state of international trade right now, but it is. Then we want to be ready to go with additional measures. So it's a tricky time, but we do want this to be successful.
What a petty man. Absolutely. And this calls into question, why in the heck is the government in the business of selling alcohol in the first place? Why is this a thing? Why are it's unbelievable. In fact, I'm sure Americans are watching this story going, wait a second. Your government sells alcohol? Like, that's astonishing in the first place entirely. Now, Doug Ford went on the news while Trudeau was talking with Donald Trump yesterday, and he had this to say.
In that conversation we mentioned between President Trump and Justin Trudeau, do you have any indication of what happened?
Not yet, but we'll find out shortly, and hopefully cooler heads prevail.
Cooler heads prevail. This guy telling people that hopefully we have cooler heads. Oh, man, I can't make this up. It's just astonishing. Now, the idea behind all of this was not about a trade war. It was never about a trade war. The U.S. says that Canada can avoid the tariffs with border action. That's right. We can avoid these tariffs with actual border action. Now, we saw coming from other politicians, the next Prime Minister of Canada put out this one just a few days ago saying we must put Canada first. That is why common sense conservatives condemn President Trump's massive, unjustified tariffs on Canada, and then listed all the things that he would do. Wait, dollar for dollar tariffs, put a tariff revenue. Wait, number 6 was the thing. Now, there was a lot of pushback on this because, wait a second, shouldn't that be number 1, doing something about the border? Well, the very next day, Pierre Poilievre had another announcement, press conference, and these were the first words out of his mouth.
Borders.
There we go. That's a little bit more like it. Happy to see that. And what happened from that? Well, then the tone shifted. Here's Justin Trudeau talking about this, what was talked about at their 3 p.m. meeting between him and Donald Trump over the phone. I just had a good call with President Trump. Canada is implementing our $1.3 billion border plan, reinforcing the border with new choppers, technology, personnel, enhanced coordination with our American partners, and increased resources to stop the flow of that bad stuff that you can't say by name on this platform, because then your reach will be limited. So sorry, I won't say the name of that thing. The F word. We'll just call it the F word. Nearly 10,000 frontline personnel are and will be working on protecting the border. In addition, Canada is making new commitments to appoint a F-word czar. Yeah, that's right. It's an official position, but I still can't say the word on this platform. We will list cartels as bad people. Another word you're not allowed to say. Ensure 24/7 eyes on the border. Launch a Canada-U.S. Joint Strike Force to combat organized crime, that bad F word, and money washing. I don't know. That one's a gray area. I don't know if I can say that one. I have also signed a new intelligence directive on organized crime and F bad word stuff, and we'll be backing it with $200 million. Proposed tariffs will be paused for at least 30 days while we work together. Hey, what do you know? Address the thing that was the mandate, and perhaps these tariffs would drop. Well, they've been dropped for 30 days. Now, Donald Trump on his Truth Social, because he loves his own platform. He doesn't, I think he posts on X sometimes, but it's mostly on Truth Social, says Canada has agreed to ensure we have a secure northern border and to finally end the deadly scourge of bad stuff like that F word and have been pouring into our country, ending the lives of hundreds of thousands of Americans while destroying their families and communities across our country. Canada will be implementing their $1.3 billion border plan as per Prime Minister Trudeau, will be reinforcing the border with new choppers, technology, personnel, enhanced coordination with our American partners, and increase resources to stop the flow of that bad stuff that starts with an F. Nearly 10,000 frontline personnel will be working on protecting the border, in addition to Canada making new commitments to appoint a F-word czar. That's right. Okay, so this is all just in quotes. As president, it is my responsibility to ensure the safety of all Americans, and I'm doing just that. I'm very pleased with the initial outcome. The tariffs announced on Saturday will be paused for 30-day period to see whether or not a final economic deal with Canada can be structured. Fairness for all. Love to see that fairness. And in all fairness, let's thank the person on the Canadian side who's done the most work. Can we get some love for Premier Danielle Smith, who never stopped working her diplomatic connections to help Alberta and Canada? That's right. Well, we had all this Team Canada stuff going on and trying to throw her under the bus. She was actually working to save Canada. No joke. She was actually working to help save our economy, to help keep the energy flowing. That is right. Without her, we would be in a lot worse shape. And I'd love to just throw that one out there at the very end. Love to hear what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of all of this, the behavior of a lot of Canadians, the behavior of some of these premiers and what they've been doing, as well as the top brass, the top leadership in our federal government. What do you think has been going on? And booing the national anthem, Star Spangled Banner. Give me a break. We'll see you in the next one. Keep on trucking.